Former Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Raman Singh today said that he has gone into isolation and he will get tested after his wife tested positive for the coronavirus. Singh said that the rest of his family is also in isolation and they will also take the test. He also urged those who had come in contact with him over the past week to get themselves tested. Another minister in Uttar Pradesh cabinet meanwhile tested positive for coronavirus as well. Medical Education Minister Suresh Khanna tested positive for the highly infectious virus. He had earlier tested negative after his samples were taken following a hospital visit in the month of June. National Expert Group on Vaccine Administration for COVID-19 today met for the first time and deliberated on a strategy to ensure COVID-19 vaccines availability and its delivery mechanism. The meeting was chaired by Dr. V.K. Paul, member of Niti Aayog, said the Ministry of Health, Government of India. After the Congress declared the political turmoil in Rajasthan a closed chapter following former party chief Rahul Gandhi's intervention, Chief Minister of Rajasthan Ashok Gehlot said that the fight to save democracy will continue. He said that all our MLAs stayed together for such a long time. This is a victory of the people of Rajasthan. It is our duty to serve the people of this state. Now Gehlot, who had struggled to keep intact the numbers of his government in the state with his MLAs huddled in hotels in Jaipur and later in Jaisalmer, said this to reporters. The political crisis in Rajasthan Congress ended on Monday after a meeting of Sachin Pilot with Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. The rebel MLAs later met top Congress leaders and were also assured that their grievances would be addressed in a time-bound manner. Congress President Sonia Gandhi also announced the formation of a 3-member committee to hear the grievances of rebel leaders. Meanwhile, Ashok Gehlot said that it was natural for the MLAs to be upset. He said that the manner in which the episode occurred and the way in which they stayed for a month, it was natural for loyal MLAs to be upset. The Indian Air Force has written to the Central Board of Film Certification complaining against its undue negative portrayal in the movie Gunjan Saxena, The Kargil Girl, which is scheduled for a release on Netflix today. The Air Force, in its letter to the Censor Board and sent to Netflix and Dharma Productions, has stated that as per initial understanding, Dharma Productions had agreed to represent Indian Air Force with authenticity and make all efforts to ensure that the film helps to inspire the next generation of IAF officers. However, when the trailer of the movie was released recently, it was observed that certain scenes and dialogues in the movie and its trailer, which was forwarded to this office for viewing, have been found to portray the IAF in an undue negative light. Veteran Maharashtra leader Sharad Pawar today sided with ruling ally and Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray in the Bihar Vs Maharashtra tussle over the Sushant Singh Rajput suicide case, saying that the Mumbai police should be given a chance. He also issued a public reprimand to Parth Pawar, the son of his nephew Ajit Pawar, who had echoed the BJP's demand for a probe by the Central Bureau of Investigation. He said that we haven't looked into it seriously and it is immature. Sharad Pawar, 79, said this on demands for a CBI investigation into the actor's death on June 14th. The Mumbai police said that Sushant Singh Rajput died by suicide and it has questioned over 50 people while investigating. A few days back, Parth Pawar had met Home Minister Anil Deshmukh and also demanded a CBI probe into the Sushant Singh Rajput case. He had given a letter to that effect to the Home Minister. On this, Sharad Pawar has taken a strict stand against Parth Pawar. Recently, Parth Pawar had gone against official party stand as well. On August 5, he celebrated the groundbreaking ceremony of Ram Temple with a tweet saying Jai Shri Ram. His comments came at a time when Sharad Pawar himself had said that temple was not a priority for him, but coronavirus situation is. US President Donald Trump, calling Kamala Harris the most horrible member of the US Senate on Tuesday, said that he was surprised Joe Biden had picked her as his vice presidential candidate. Donald Trump, while talking to reporters, said that Harris did not impress him when she was vying for the Democratic nomination in primaries, eventually won by Biden. He said that I was more surprised than anything else because she did so poorly. The US President also added that during the bruising 2018 Senate confirmation hearings of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, Harris was the meanest, the most horrible, and the most disrespectful of anybody in the US Senate.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.